So I started to wrap the linear actuator code and put it into the elixys library. So here, what's changed now is instead of having an embed, we're now running the communication off the RS-45 link on the board. And that goes directly from here. So as you can see, there's a connector here with the plus and minus leads of the RS-45 transceiver. It's a half duplex communication bus. This is the elixys terminal here, so we can actually tell it to set. This LA represents the linear actuator, the zero actuator, which is our big X actuator on the robot. But later on, this will control all of them. So we can tell it to go to 100.5 millimeters, and then we can tell it to go ahead and turn the actuator on and then move. So similarly, we can tell it to go to 10, or we can tell it to go all the way to its max, which is 350. Let's go to 150. 100. So as you can see, it clearly lets you move the zero axes, or our one of our 5 axes, to any position. And this LA object is actually a object on our synthesizer. So here we grab from our system object, which is just the S, and the synthesizer, I'm grabbing the linear axis 0, and I'm setting it X to LA. That's how I'm actually controlling it. So one more time, I can tell it to go to 200 millimeters. It goes to 200 millimeters, and then we can tell it to go all the way to the end again. And that's it. So we should be well on our way to having this fully up and working. I have to do some troubleshooting. For example, it seems to have a couple errors every once in a while. I need to discover the origin of those where it just locks up. But it probably has to just do with the way the communication of the serial buses works. I haven't fully debugged that code yet, so that'll be one of the next steps. And also getting the other 4 actuators up and running. Right now you can see I only have 1 actuator running, and that'll involves setting the configuration files properly. So, but the cool thing is you can see how it's going to work. One other thing is I don't have the feedback working. Again, it's probably to do something with those communication errors where it was communicating with the serial bus, and if an error comes back, it didn't know how to respond, so now I have to go and debug that. But well on our way to getting this, all 5 actuators up and working. So that's a project for tomorrow.